Well, it's been about a month. That's right, 4 weeks that we've been talking about the stimulus bill for the coronavirus, and I mean, $2 trillion, and it got all screwed up, and it's just been a roller coaster. Well, some of this stuff is going to be here for a long time, so I want to make sure that you know about it. I mean, it was really three basic items in there. One was for the IRS to give you $1,200 for people making from up to $75,000 and even up to $99,000. You just got less than the $1,200 from $75,000 to 99. Then there was for the businesses, and this is the PPP. If you got to go to the bathroom, it's over there. But if you want to know the PPP, that's a payment. I mean, the payroll thing to keep people on the payroll, and they gave out that, and that money went out like in 2 days or 3 days, and they just passed another bill. They're going to have another next week. They're going to send out like $350 more billion, and that's mainly for business, small business. But the big guys, of course, took a lot of advantage of this. And then the other one is for people who aren't working for one reason or another. And it really was an extension of the unemployment, but it's so different. I mean, to me, they call it a part of unemployment, but it's like you've never seen before. Don't think of it as unemployment. Just think of it as money that you need to live on, because the eligibility is so different from a typical unemployment. And what's happened in the last 4 weeks, people have been going to the unemployment office applying and say they're not eligible for it. And that's because the state offices didn't have the new requirements. So they pulled the trigger on this stuff before the people were ready. So a lot of, probably millions, I don't really know, went to apply for this money because it's up to $4,000 or $5,000 a month. You could actually make more money on getting this money than working. And half the people who apply, that's what it is. So half the people that apply for this money are getting more money than if they had a job. Crazy, isn't it? But that's the important part, that it's there. And it's not just for regular unemployment. So if you go to the regular unemployment office and apply on their website or whatever, you're going to get refused, because there's so many more other categories, unless you fit those categories. But now there's millions and millions of people applying and are eligible in the new categories. And what you have to find now, and I'm looking at the state offices around the country and how they finally are getting a separate place to apply for what they're calling is the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Insurance. Okay, that's the office you want. And I have a whole list of where they are at every state here. And I'll show you how to get that. I mean, if you're a LESCO Help member, you get it right away. So we'll send you this. But if you're not, I want to make sure you have access to this also. But what's interesting about it is that you could, 50% of the people get this are getting more money than if they're working. And here's what you get. Here's the eligibility too, and things like that. So what you get is what's normally given out for unemployment at your state, and that could range from $200-300 to $700 a week. Then for 13 weeks, what they do is give you an extra $600 a week. So that runs up to $4,000 or $5,000 a month you're getting out of this. Plus, they're expanding it for another 13 weeks. So you get up to 39 weeks. So it's longer time you get the money than any unemployment. You're getting more money than any other employment knew before. And more people are eligible than anybody ever knew before. And that's what's it. If you make more money doing this, and this is the problem. They set this up, to help people. People want to go to work. They make more money this way. But that's another issue. You want to know that what it's there. If it's for you. Okay, here are the new kinds of things you're eligible for. If you lost your job, well, that's obvious. Most unemployment is like that. But that's for normal jobs. If you're self-employed, so that's not a normal job. And that is never covered before in unemployment. Part-time workers who lost their job. That was never a worker before. Particularly the state doesn't play. You're unemployed. Okay, you cannot work for a variety of coronavirus reasons. Whole kinds of things. We'll cover more of those. You're a gig worker. You drive for Uber or one of those other kind of gigs. You're a freelancer. You have the COVID-19. So you're that, whatever. You're in the hospital, you're just at home, recuperating, whatever, you get this money. You're taking care of a family member with COVID-19. All right, so you're a caregiver and you get this money. Your kid can't go to school. All the schools are closed. Well, you stay home and make $1,000 a week because your kid is at home and can't go to school. And that's another. Or a household member has the coronavirus and you have to take care of them. So you get that. You're unable to work because of a quarantine. So your doctor said, you better stay home and quarantine yourself. You get the money. You're about to start a new job, but whoops, you were going to go to work Monday. But they said, no, the quarantine, we got to lock down the office and we're not going to be open. You get the money. And that's the kind. See, all these new places, you had to quit your job because of quarantine, or the child's daycare was closed, so you had to quit your daycare money. You had to quit your job because of one of those. You're unemployed, partly unemployed, or unable to work because the employer closed down. So you're partly unemployed. That means you have a job, but it's not good enough, and they cut down your hours, all that kind of stuff. So then you're also able to get it. Workers not covered by state unemployment. So for some reason, certain workers may not be covered under the normal state unemployment. This will cover you. Or workers already receiving unemployment, you'll get a bonus. You got the bonus. So if you've been on unemployment for 26 weeks, you're going to get an extra 13 weeks. Plus, you're going to get an extra $600 a week. Okay, if your unemployment ran out, see, that's the same thing. You're going to get that covered. So that's what you should know about, all those things. And that's why I say, if you're a Let's Go Help member, I'm going to say you get this list of all the places that, see, they have special applications now for the pandemic. What do you call it? The Corona Pandemic Emergency employment money. So that's a special website to apply to. So I have all those websites to find out about that. Because if you go through the normal, stuff in your state unemployment office, you're going to get the old one. So then if you're a gig worker or you're doing something else, or you're self-employed, you got a little business and you're supporting yourself, you're a freelancer, you're a 1099 employee, all these people are covered now. But something else. That's why if you had a small business and you went to try for the SBA money and didn't get that, go here. Yeah, here's another. This will even be more. You may only get a couple thousand from there. Here you're going to get every month. You could get a couple thousand for a long time. So that's what's important, that you're applying to the right place. And then it looks like almost every state has it now. There's just a few states that don't have it. This weekend, a whole bunch of states finally came online with the new requirement. The new place to apply. So that's important, that you know about this and apply to the right place, have the right jargon, because otherwise, you don't know. I study this thing 24 hours a day and I'm still not sure what the hell it is. Or where to go and things like that. So you're doing it for the first time, man, it's a nightmare. Also, what I have in this report, a couple other things. Remember, you can't appeal any denial. So if they deny you on the normal unemployment or in the pandemic unemployment, you can't appeal. And every state office has an appeal process. So find out that, and go through that process. Again, it costs no money. And when I've seen most of these appeals in the government or whatever, about a third get it overturned. They get a prize. So that's worth 33%. You're going to play the lottery and never win at 33%. So here, you're going to play this game and get a chance to win at 33%. Also, your elected official. And this could be even your state or federal elected official. And I have a free report that shows you how to best use your elected official and how to contact them and things like that. If you're not a member, or actually I'm going to have this on the free site too. So if you're a member, let's go help. This report is free. If you're not a member, you can get it for free at Lesco, www.lesco.com/corona relief. www.lesco.com/corona relief. But if you're a member, don't sweat. Just go over the Facebook group, the closed Facebook group, and download this report, and you get all the links and everything you need there. But more importantly, man, this is, I don't know how they're going to get people back to work, because you can make 50% of the people going to get this are making more money than when they were working. Wow. You never know.